Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Veronica Campos, a real estate broker in Washington State, specifically in Tri-Cities, Washington. I do videos all about real estate and my life. So if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. And today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I'm going to be answering questions that you guys asked me through Instagram. Make sure to follow me if you don't on Instagram. But I'm going to be answering questions. I am going in no specific order. They're real estate related and like career related. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question is, what area do you do business in? I do business in Tri-Cities, Washington. I do Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, Benton City, Burbank, and Mapton, and where else? Mapton and Sunnyside. Yeah, those are all the towns that I do business in. I am licensed for all Washington, but I just focus on this specific area. So if you have any referrals, then send them my way. I do referral fees if you're a real estate agent, and if you're just a person recommending me someone, I also do give gift cards just as a thank you for recommending someone. So yeah, that's that. The next question is, how has COVID-19 pandemic affected the real estate business, and how are you adjusting to the changes? So COVID did not actually affect my business. Thankfully, I am so blessed to be able to say that, because it really breaks my heart for like the local businesses and people in my community that are suffering. I actually took advantage because I was listening to the data more than panicking. I realized a lot of agents were freaking out, so they were just not doing anything, and I took advantage and I got a lot of listings. It was actually the busiest time for me, and also got a lot of buyers. And I was just taking safety cautious, and I know the data said that it wasn't going to be like the 2018 recession, so I just kept working. And on the days that we were shut down, I just stayed home and just listened to Tom Ferry and was just getting informed, and I knew that nothing major was going to happen, and people need to sell no matter what. There's divorces, there's things that happen that people need to move out and need to sell. So I kept working, and buyers, the interest rates were super low, so that the selling market was really good for the sellers because the interest rates were so low. So I just took advantage. I would make my phone calls and I just kept working, and thankfully it was one of the busiest times for me. I did pivot, like I did meetings through Zoom, not in person. I would do virtual walkthroughs of homes. I also was very active on my marketing because we were home and people knew that interest rates were low, and the people that were fine with no financial issues knew that it's a good time to buy. The next question is, important facts to know before you buy a house, and where are the best places to live in Tri-Cities? It's so important. One of the main facts that I have written here is to not overthink it too much, and that is true. When somebody goes to look at a home for the first time, they're like, oh, I love the house, it's the one, but it's the first one I look at. It is so important that when you find the house that you love and is in good condition and looks good, that you act on it, because a lot of times my buyers end up regretting it. They end up saying, I should have gone with that one. And with the market how it is right now, that there's not a lot of inventory, then when you find that right house, you need to act on it, even if it's the first time you look at it. There's times for inspections, there's time for, like, you're not gonna just buy the house without an inspection and like making sure it's a good house. So if you love it, go for it and don't overthink it too much. Another thing is to be pre-approved. Right now, I know I'm not showing homes to anybody that is not pre-approved, because a lot of sellers, they don't want people into their home, right? So getting pre-approved just makes the seller know that you are serious about buying the house. And then not just that, but when you get pre-approved, you're gonna know how much your monthly payment is. You're gonna know how much you approve for. You're also gonna know how much money you're gonna need to bring down. And you also are going to know if you approve for any first-time home buyer programs or any kind of programs that you might qualify for. So it's so important to get pre-approved, and that's the number one thing that you need to do when you want to start the process of buying a house, or selling too, if you're planning to sell and buy a new house. The next question is, what exactly is your job? So my job is to represent you as a buyer or a seller, and to negotiate the lowest price possible if you're planning to buy a house, and to negotiate the highest price possible if you're looking to sell your property. I also market your property so that you can get top dollar for it, and I also do the legal contracts so that there's no lawsuits or anything after you purchase or sell a property. Next question is, what do I do for fun? I actually like to just stay home and be with the kids, with my family. I am really not a going out person. I'll go out to dinner with my kids and my husband, but I do love to travel. That's like my number one fun thing that I like to do. We love going to like soccer games and things like that. We recently went to Cancun and it was so fun, but I'm not like a going out person that has fun like that, if that's even the question. But that's what I do for fun. I stay in with my family or travel or go somewhere with them. What tips do you have in investing? Do you invest in the stock market? For me, investing in real estate is so important. There's no best way for you to save your money and grow your money. You can put it in bank accounts for it to grow, but your money will quadruple or more if you invest in real estate. I cannot express this enough. Real estate is the main investing thing for me. I don't know about the stock market. I don't know much about it, but for me, investing, I need to be able to physically see what I'm investing in and owning it. I cannot just know like electronically. Like for me, I need to feel it, I need to see it, I need to know that it's there. And real estate is the best thing you can do to for your retirement, for your money to grow. Is just really important, and I love doing it. What do you take to your listing appointments? I just take my comps of my comparables of the property. I also take my marketing plan and then the seller's net sheet, and that's it. I keep it very simple and professional. I don't overwhelm them with information. At the end of the day, they know if they need to sell or buy, and I do have a great marketing plan. And if they don't want to come with me, then I wish them luck. But most of the times, every time I go into a listing, I get the listing, unless it's because of them that they don't want to sell. Next question is, how do you handle being a mom and a busy real estate agent? It's hard, but I think it's really important that I teach my daughter and my son that you can do and be whatever you want in this world. Especially like for me, I grew up very poor, not having anything. I know that my kids, even if they don't notice, they will appreciate that when they grow up. Having a happy, healthy family is so important for me, and for me, doing real estate and having a career is so important. And I do make it work, and I prioritize both my family and work. What helps me out a lot is I have a nanny, which happens to be my mom, which I'm so grateful for as well. She goes to my house and watches my kids, feeds them, does everything, and cleans my house. So when I come home, then I get to spend quality time with my kids and be able to be there for them. So that's how I do it, and trust me, it never is going to be easy. It's hard. I have mom guilt all the time, but I know that my kids are happy when we're home. They're good most of the time. So yeah. What is the process of turning your current home into an investment property and buying a new home? It's actually not that hard. It's simple, but it can be a little bit complex, but I can help you if if you're looking into doing that. But what we would need, or what you would need to do, is talk to a lender. That would be the very first step that you would need to take. The next step would be finding out how much the rent around your house is going for, so how much other rental houses around your neighborhood are going for. Then once you find that, we would tell the lender, and it would have to match what he needs to approve you for a new house. So he will tell you how much you would need to rent your property for, so that you do qualify, and that would have to match what the rental property is around your neighborhood, which check it if you don't know. Then once that is done, he would need a copy of a rental agreement, like a legal rental agreement, and a copy of the deposit that they're going to give you. And then after that, once you have that, then he would pre-approve you for whatever amount you would approve for on your new home. And you would only need to put 5% down payment on that house, on the new home. And the reason for that is because you would be purchasing the new property as a resident property where you will be living in. If you were to buy the property that you want to buy as a rental, you would need 20% down. So it's good that you would want to rent the one you have, because you would qualify for the same amount, but only would have to put 5% down. I hope this makes sense, but if for any reason it doesn't, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you with that. But it is a really good idea, and I have done it before, where I live in a property and I put that home for rent and I buy a new one, and the only reason I don't have to put 20% down is because I'm going to live in the new property. If you were to buy it as a rental property, you would need 20% down, which is fine, but 20% down is a lot of money that you need to have. So it's better to do it the way you want to do it, which is putting the one you have for rent and buying a new one. Next question is, how did your real estate career start? Smooth or challenging? My real estate career was actually really challenging at the beginning. I only sold 2 homes my first year, and yeah, it wasn't a good start, but I kept pushing, I kept motivating and working hard, and finally we're doing good. What are my typical hours in a day? My typical hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I decided to do that myself as a real estate agent. You get to, like, you're your own boss. Nobody tells you when you have to be here or whatever, but I decided to do it this way just because I want a life and work balance. So I work all week so that I don't have to work on the weekends, and that has been a life-changing thing because I'm able to have a life and do a career. I don't work weekends unless my buyers or sellers really need a day during the week, or if it's like an open house, which they're suspended right now, so I don't do that. But normally I don't work weekends, and Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The next question is real estate a good career? It seems like it is. You're doing amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, real estate is amazing. I love doing real estate. I wouldn't be doing anything else. I discovered real estate when I was pregnant for my daughter. I didn't even know like how it worked, how much money you made, but once I got into it, I just loved it, and I haven't looked back ever since. How much should I be making to buy a house? I don't think there's a limit. You just need to make sure that you have a stable job and are financially stable, because you don't want to ruin your credit or go into something that you can't handle. Purchasing a home, you pay your monthly payment, but you still have utilities and you still have to like maintain the property. So you need to make sure that you're making a normal good amount. Normally a person approves if they make $40,000 a year. I've seen people approve less than $40,000, and then it also depends on what kind of debt you have. But usually if you're making $40,000 or even $30,000, you can approve. And if you don't approve, I work with a lender that actually tells you exactly what to do so that you do approve, or he'll give you options like a co-signer or remove this out of your name. So that's the good part about the lender that I work with, is that he's really great at what he does. So I hope this helps. What are the requirements to become a real estate agent? You're amazing, girl. Thank you. So the requirements to become a real estate agent is you need to take a class that takes around 6 months. I did Rockwell Institute. It's like the best school in Washington, and it's like an online course. You take that, and then you take your state exam, and you have to pass it, and then you can become a real estate agent. So it's not that hard, and it's actually the best job ever. I also recommend that if you're going to start real estate, not that you asked for some advice, but some advice I can give you is that you need to make sure that you have a lot of money saved, because real estate agents are 100% commission based. So you won't make money your first probably year unless you know a lot of people or already have connections or whatever. But that is my tips, and I hope this helps. Next question is, what are the 3 top ways people waste money by selling their home? So this is a tricky question, but I have the right answer for it. And number 1 is pricing your home correctly from the very beginning. When you overprice your home, it sits on the market for a long time, and people start seeing less value on your property when it's on the market for more than 3 weeks. Then people start negotiating down on the price, or they start to ask for you to pay for closing costs. So important that you price your home correctly so that you can get multiple offers and pretty much get like a bidding war, rather than it just sitting on the market for a long time and then losing money on that. Number 2 is hiring the wrong agent is what can make you lose money. Hiring an experienced real estate broker that knows how to negotiate and has the skills and experience is so important, because we need to negotiate the highest price for you. So that is really important. Number 3 is doing for sale by owner. I can't explain how important that is. Doing for sale by owner can make you lose thousands of dollars. And the reason I say that is because you're still going to get phone calls from agents wanting to bring you a pre-approved buyer and asking for a percentage of that. And you're still probably going to do it. But the thing is that the buyers, whoever the agent is, they have their best interest by law. So they are trying to negotiate the lowest price for their buyers, and you don't have an agent, a professional agent that has the skills to get you the most money for your home. So I've had buyers where they purchase a home that's for sale by owner, and I'm able to negotiate so much money out of the for sale by owner because they don't have an agent that's helping them and they have like emotional attachment to the home. So I'm able to get them good deals when they do that, and the for sale by owners lose a lot of money. So it's so important that you have an agent or you can lose a lot of money, and I've seen it before. So I hope that answers your question, and yeah. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Bye.